everybody. Welcome to Zach Sports Cards and Collectibles. Thank y'all for watching tonight. Yeah, we are on a little bit early tonight. We got an awesome, this is a special live stream on Zach Sports Cards and Collectibles. Really honored to have this man with me tonight, y'all. I am so honored to have Nick from Sports Card Madness here. This is going to be a really great stream tonight, y'all. And we're going live. We're a little early. Look, I know there are people that hop in here like on a lot of Thursday nights, about 9:30, 9 o'clock. And they're going to go, where's that? Well, we came a little early, watch the replay. But we're here live. I told Nick before we started here, look, I know a lot of my friends here watch Sports Card Radio. After you can go watch Sports. Look, tonight I won't be crossing Sports Card Radio, so I'm going on before, so you can go watch them after you watch
the pregame.
Pregame, yeah, we're Sports Card Radio pregame, but we might have a little bit cleaner of a mouth.
yeah, I'll try not to swear. We'll see how it goes.
I'm just kidding. I love Sports Card Radio. Big fan of them. An honor to have them on me on their channel.
I'm happy to be on, man. I'm psyched to chat with you, meet you and stuff.
Oh, it's awesome. Awesome to meet you, Nick. And I'm such a huge fan of this guy. Like I've been listening to Sports Card Madness for, a long time on my I was just telling Nick before we started tonight. I have a lot of YouTubers to come on the channel, and Nick is the first podcaster I've ever had here on the channel. So really honored to have him with me tonight. And I was telling him before we started that, y'all know I have a sunflower farm and I work at a college groundskeeping and I'm mowing grass a lot. And so I like to put them earbuds on and listen to a lot of podcasts, and especially about sports cards. And I've been listening to these guys. They have a wonderful, wonderful podcast, one of the top podcasts out there on podcasts on sports cards. And just an honor to have Nick here with me today.
Thanks,
thank you for joining me, Nick. And you want to kind of talk? I've already said a little bit, but welcome to the channel and glad to have you.
Yeah, thanks for having me, dude. Hasn't even been a year. We've been doing this podcast. I think we started in August last year. We're top 50 in the US for hobbies. We're on par with like Jeff Wilson's show. It's been a blast. It's me and my brother-in-law. We try to make it, we do one episode a week where we call it Madness University, where we do 8 minutes on a topic, and we try to teach something, right? And then on Fridays, so that's on Tuesdays, and then on Fridays we'll have interviews with people like Nat Turner or Rick Probstein or something like that, and then we'll do bonus episodes. And then this Sunday we have Marshall Fogel. He owns a $25 million PSA 10 mantle card. We're doing a 3-part episode this Sunday. And it's great. We're on YouTube. I started paying attention to YouTube 2 or 3 months ago. And so we're doing way more than the podcast on there. I got how to send stuff to PSA, what not to do when you're sending stuff to PSA. And all the interviews are on there as well. And other crazy stuff I've done, ripping ridiculous packs and taking gambles on $50,000 Jordan cards like this. And just nutty things. So it's been a wicked fun journey. Not to sound too Bostonian, but it's been wicked fun. So yeah, it's been a good time. We're having a blast, and we're just trying to make the hobby better and entertain people.
That's awesome. Man, it's so honored to have him here doing
thanks, dude.
Thanks. I love to give shout outs to all the people in the chat here. So as they pop up, I'm gonna shout them out as they go. We got Budget Rips, Brian coming from Detroit. He's a big Detroit Tigers fan.
Wicked awesome.
Yeah, he's a great guy. He's been here.
The more tired I get, or the more I drink, then the Boston accent comes out. It's all right, we eat some yogurt. Gonna go see a concert at Fenway Park.
All right. This is great. Barry in the house, coming to us from Alabama. Uncanny Swag, man. Uncanny Swag's joining him. He's on a show called Spine Ticks. It's one of my favorite shows to watch on Saturday nights. Swag is one of the biggest Joker collectors. He lives in Denver, Colorado. And he was collecting Joker before he won the NBA title. And Swag, every week he shows new Joker cards.
Hey, there's a crazy. Do you know the Jokic story where that dude? You know how many liters of Coke he drank before he got in the NBA? This is a true story. He drank 6 to 8 liters of Coca-Cola a day. That's why he wasn't in great shape. He literally showed up to the draft combine, and the dude was like, why, what's wrong with you? Why did you have, he's like, why does everybody have more energy than me? And then the coach says, you got to start, at least switch to Diet Coke. And then he's like, okay. And he did it cold turkey that day. And he never drank Coke again. It's crazy. Wow. You should look it up. It's nuts.
Swag says he drank all the Coke.
Yeah.
Hey, that's made here in Atlanta, Georgia, y'all. Home of Coca-Cola, man. We'll bring it to you, Joker. That's awesome. That's awesome. Who else we got here? We had Kenneth Bird in the house. Thanks for stopping by. 916 Collector. Oh, well, never caught your live stream. We've been watching you for a few years now. Oh, man, that's awesome. Thank you, 916 Collector. I really appreciate that. Appreciate new people stopping in here. And y'all, this is kind of, look, we'll probably have people fall in here because everybody be like, what's that going live so early? Because everybody's not used to be. Usually go late in the evening once I get the kids to bed and I get on my farm chores. But I'm excited about doing this because it's good because now I usually – on a day after doing these live streams, I look like I don't drink alcohol, but I look like I'm hung over the next day. So tomorrow I won't look because I'll get to bed early tonight before like 1 a.m. So this is great. But man, I'm such a huge fan. Nick has some great videos here on YouTube. And one of the things that he and I both share a passion for is 86 Fleer. And Nick, I wanted to ask you about this. And I know this, look, my streams here are all the go. But I love what you're doing, collecting these 86 Fleer cars and getting you and LZ. LZ's his co-host, by the way, y'all, on the show of getting autographs on 86 Fleer. And that's incredible. One of my favorite sets of all time.
Yeah, it's a crazy story, dude. You know what happened? I traded a card for a PSA 7 MJ rookie. The MJ rookie was fake. And the guy felt bad, and we worked it out. He gave me a raw 86 Fleer set. And I'm like, what am I going to do with this? And then I figured I'm an autograph guy. Like, I'm just going to get the whole goddamn set autographed. And I did it. I did it in 4 months. It's wild. I got a video on our channel, Sports Card Madness. It's basically how I built a $300,000 set. Like you can do half of it for free with stamps and envelopes. Mm-hmm. And I brought these bad boys on. So these are the autographed MJ rookies right here.
Man.
So this is obviously the 86.
86 Fleer, yeah.
That's the sticker and the base. And it's crazy, man. That base card, that only cost me $8,500. I was just friends with an old timer that was in Chicago getting him to sign stuff in 1988. I went out there and it was a take it or leave it deal. A little bit of cash. And Beckett passed it, man. I was like, all right. And then I finished the set. It was wild. So yeah, wow. I love that set. That was the first thing I did. I got the whole thing autographed, every single card.
Yep. Barry says whole set autograph. Yeah, and it's unbelievable.
I do, man. I have a set tour on the channel too. It's like down in the playlist, like Nick and LZ's personal collections. If you hit the 86 one, I got every card on there and how I got it. And like I said, you can go out and like get them. It's like you can do it for sure.
That's incredible. I have a story to tell about 86 Fleer. Back in it had to have been 86 or 87, around when 86 Fleer came out. I love basketball as a kid growing up. I love basketball. I love all sports, but I love basketball. It was probably my favorite sport playing as a kid. And I had gone to basketball practice, and my dad took me down to the drugstore. And now I'm 11, 12 years old, and I go in this Treasury Drug, and I go in the candy aisle. Now, I was a big baseball card collector, and I had a few football cards, but I never seen basketball cards before ever. Like, I don't know. You didn't see basketball cards growing up as a kid. And I go in the candy aisle, and on the top row are probably 4 or 5 boxes of 86 Fleer there in the candy aisle.
4 or 5 boxes.
Can you imagine that today? Going to
$125,000 a piece right now.
Yeah, 99 cents a pack. And I went and got some, and I took them home and I ripped them, and I was like, these are so cool. I love these.
Oh man, we got to go Celtics on here. Barry with the Go Celtics. That's right. This is a 6-year-old playoff shirt. So yeah, we're rolling, man. We're taking this thing tomorrow night, baby.
Big night, game 4 tomorrow night, right?
Yeah, we're doing it. That's crazy, man. $1 a pack. Like they were down to 25 cents a pack. Couldn't give them away. It's just such a interesting lesson on just holding on to stuff. It's wild, man. It's a good set though. I mean, it's iconic. It's a safe bet. If you're going to put your money somewhere, it's just chock full of Hall of Famers. They're not printing any more of it. No. Especially if you get them autographed. The guys are still at a reasonable age. They're still here for the most part. Like get some Larry Bird 86 Fleer signed. Get Dr. J to sign stuff.
Yeah, so it was awesome. I love that. So I went and got it, and then I showed my friends. I was like, "These are basketball cards. These are so cool." And they all were like, "Those are stupid. Baseball's where it's at." Nobody likes to go play basketball cards. And I kept every one of them. I ended up pulling 2 Jordans out of there. I got 1 sticker out of there, and I still have them today. In fact, I'm in the process of probably getting them graded here in the next year or so.
Awesome.
But I didn't pull a lot. Like I pulled like Barkley rookie out of there. That's probably not true, but Barkley, Chris Mullen. I think a couple other. I mean, I got a good bit of good. I didn't get the whole set, but I got a lot of cool cards out there. Then the next year I went back and I have to show you the box. I still have the box. My dad went to the store and he bought me a box of 87 Fleer for $14. And I still have the box in here. It's in my display case over here, but it still says $14 on it. Now
Nice.
imagine 87.
I got a box above me right there. I don't think you can really see it.
Yeah, that's it. Right?
That's an empty box, but it's signed by Larry Bird, Kareem, and Magic on the front.
Oh, wow. And it's got Larry Bird's name there on the box, doesn't it? It says a couple different players there on the box.
Yeah, his card's on the box.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool.
I
mean, it's full. It's like Malone and Bird and Dr. J and Magic and Kareem. It's just everybody's. It's a great set. It's a good set. I think personally, I just did a whole like basketball card guide on our YouTube channel. But I think like the 2012 Prism will become the next 86 Fleer. That's my guess, but we'll see. I mean, it's great. It's a great set. It's awesome.
I love Prism. Prism is oh man, I'm a big fan of Prism. I love them.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? I'm actually 3 away from this fully autographed set. This is 10 times.
I saw you did some new card, some vintage cards yesterday, right?
So this guy is like a legendary autograph collector. His name's Z-Bob. Dude's just got everything autographed. He's not doing well. This guy ended up buying all his basketball stuff. So I cleaned him out yesterday. Me and LZ both. We bought everything because it's vintage hoops, and I know the set really well. But 1969, I mean, this is like, it's just chock full. It's like Kareem's rookie year, and Jerry West is in the set, Oscar Robinson, and like the whole Walt Frazier. And I'm 3 away on that autograph set as well. That's 10 times harder than 86 Fleer. But this is the Wilt Chamberlain card autographed. He's a very tough signature. It's a nice nice blue auto. Yeah,
wow.
That's not been easy. I did 86 Fleer in 4 months, 69 tops. I'm like 14 months in, but I'm close.
A lot of the 86 Fleer, were they free TTMs or did you pay?
Yeah. Like I said, I got that video on my channel. Basically, I did 40% of it through the mail, and they were free. Then I did another 30% through paid signings, like, your Birds, your Isaiah Thomas, your Dumars, Dr. J, like James Worthy. You pay them like $100, $200, whatever it is, to sign the card. And then obviously there's like 20 deceased players. So, I had to get those signed. Obviously I had to pay for those. That was the hardest part. There's really 3 cards that are wicked hard in the set. Like no one's gonna know them. It's Dan Roundfeld, Dan Smith.
Roundfeld used to play with the Atlanta Hawks. Yeah, I know him.
Okay, all right. And then Derek Smith and then Mike Mitchell. Those 3 are the holy trinity of 86 Fleer autographs. It's like one of them retired the next year. Another guy was a recluse. Like they're just impossible. So I think only about 50 of those sets can exist. And then I figured if I put together this fully autographed set, what's that going to be worth in 20 years? You know what I mean? It's like a Mona Lisa. It's like, it's crazy.
And so, I saw where LC sent a lot of his off to PSA. He just got a couple of them returned the other day.
He did?
That was super cool. I watched that video where he's
close, man. He's like 4 away. I inspired him. He thought I was crazy at first. He's like, what's this stupid card crap? And then I'm like, come on, man. You got to get into this, And I sort of like hooked him up with all the 86 Fleer weirdos out there. And now he's pretty close himself. So
that is cool. I love TTM, and I've done a lot. In fact, you were talking about you took Robert Parrish. You went out by his rookie, then you sent it off to him. One of my favorite TTM returners right there.
Yeah, he signs for free.
Free.
Go get his signature. Like he's in Louisiana.
He's a Hall of Famer, y'all. He's the NBA Hall of Famer. That's free. Yeah.
Within a month, you're gonna get the card back signed. He's awesome. You can go to there's some free websites and there's some paid websites. StarTiger.com is a paid one. It's like $20 a year. There's another one. I had, like I said, I got a video on my channel, Sports Card Madness. It's like
Sportscardforum.net is the one I use.
That's it. Sportscardforum.net. That's the free one. That's pretty good. There's also a booklet you can buy. It's sportsaddresslists.com, and he'll send you a PDF. He'll FedEx it. He updates it every year, and he gives you emails throughout the year when players move, and you can take that and then that website, and you'll know where everybody lives. It's awesome. I've gotten some tough superstars through that to sign, like shocking stuff. It's amazing. So
that's awesome. Let me give some shout outs to some people just stopped by. We got Orlando from a Collector's Dream stopping by. Hey, Orlando. Awesome channel. We got Sports Cards and Things. Aaron is coming to us from the great state of Hawaii. Nick and I were just talking about people from all over. Yeah. Aaron's so awesome. Jealous. He has a live stream every Friday night called Aloha Friday, and he goes for every Friday night, ripping packs, talking sports cards. People just jump on, hang out. People from all over the card community, and it's a great group of us friends hanging out on Friday nights. I wish I could be there more, but I have to get up at 5 a.m. on Saturdays and go to the farmers market so I can pay them telephone bills. But I try to be there every Friday I can.
Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, so that's 69. Here's another good one from that era. This is wicked rare. So there's only 9 of these in the world. It's a Pistol Pete autographed rookie card.
Former Atlanta Hawk right there, man. Pistol Pete.
Yeah, there you go. So this is his rookie card, and PSA slab. This thing is like, you can't find these. Obviously, he died in his 40s, right? And didn't sign much stuff. Nobody cared about getting things signed back then. So it's funny. I'm a few cards away on 69. I'm willing to trade this bad boy for the cards I need. That's how desperate I am to finish the set. But yeah, no, Pistol's great. Like, I started looking up Pistol's game too. That dude, like, just go on YouTube and look at some of Pistol's like drills, his passing drills, like his dribble drills. It's sick. He was nasty. He was nasty in college. Dude averaged like 36 points a game. Like, for his college career,
he played at LSU, didn't he? Yeah. He played at LSU. Yep.
Yeah. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I love my Pistol Pete card. I like rare stuff, I hate art. I don't want to ever get into fine art, but I totally dig sports cards, and I love autographed sports cards. So it's pretty sweet.
Did you know that Marvel has their very own special coins? I didn't know that. Huh. That's cool. Oh, that's Josh Red.
Pistol did play with the Celtics. He played like a couple years with the Celtics. He looked like out of shape then, and
I didn't know he played with it. So you go into the Hawks arena, they have a banner up there for Pistol Pete. So back in the 80s, I go to a lot of Hawks games. In fact, one of the greatest basketball games I ever went to is with the Hawks Celtics. When Larry Bird, Danny Ainge, you had Robert Parrish taking on Dominique and Spud. Man, what a great rivalry in the 80s. And you'd see the big banner for Pistol Pete up there. And I was like, man, I want to know about this guy. So I studied about him as a kid, and I was like, man, he was such a great basketball. What a great dribbler he was. What a great player he was.
Yeah.
I was like, man, he was
nasty.
He was awesome.
I got another good one for you with some greats on it. So I put this one had 9 trips across the country. So this is obviously the 1980 triple rookie.
Yeah, that's a monster.
So we got Bird, Irving. I decided to have him sign it vertically. I thought it was cool because then I could get the Dr. J like full thing going on, and it survived. It's a 510, so it's great. You know what's crazy about this card? LZ and I, there was a show. It's called the Shriners Show in New England. It's 300 tables. Dr. J was there. It's 15 minutes from our house, and we were like, "Dude, you want to like try to get this signed, like all 3 of them?" And let's start like tomorrow and go get Dr. J. I mean, like, how often do you get to meet Dr. J for a second, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I brought like my tile cutters, my chisel, and we were literally like, quick, we got to find a 1980 card. This was a PSA 8 off center. I think LZ grabbed like a 6 or something like that. And I literally was like cracking them on the fly, running to the Dr. J station, trying to get the thing like, all right, we made it. I got it cracked. Well running, and it survived all these trips and came back a 510. And
that's skill right there. You cracked a PSA slab and got the autograph in the same.
I don't recommend it, man. I don't recommend it. It's not for the faint of heart. I've gotten good at it, but dude, it was so stressful. Like, I like it when it's like $100 card. I really don't like it when it gets to like a $500 card, because then I've scratched stuff before. It's like, That sucks. It's so stressful.
Oh,
But yeah, that was an awesome one. I got a couple more. Oh yeah, so we got to talk Celtics, right? So since the C's are about to win a championship, I'm really excited for that. I got a couple big boys right here. Danny, yeah, I got the Danny Age. So this is Bill Russell's autograph rookie, 1957 tops. He's got actually his number inscription too, which is pretty nice. I picked this up like a few months ago. The guy was in the town over from me, and yeah, it's just a nasty card. I feel like this is a card you got to have. There's just not that big of a supply of them. There's probably 50 or 60 from that signing that he did. He was not a good signer. He hated it. He was miserable. So that's a great card. And then this is another one I got. This is his 61. And see, get the glare off here. There we go. So this is a 310. It's 1961. Wow. He's only got 3 cards. That 57, this one, and then the inaction. This is an awesome lesson for your audience. This was in a blue flip label. And so the card wasn't graded. So I got it for like $2,000. And then now that it's graded and it's a 310, it's worth $5,000. So just by like finding a blue flip label that had a decent looking card inside, I printed $3,000 out of thin air. I mean, I'm keeping the card, but it's it's a good lesson. Like you could really find some opportunities that way.
Definitely. I loved your episode where you talked about things that you were going to be buying soon. And one of the things you talked about was Stranger Things cards. Did you ever buy that steel box that you were going to buy of Stranger Things cards?
Yeah, I ripped that with my son, and there was no sound.
I knew you said on the
of course I ripped
video. You said, I can't help myself. I'm going to probably rip this. I'm not going to try.
And I did. And me and my son recorded the best rip ever, and we got no sound. I was so devastated. But we got there was that episode. I don't know if y'all have seen Stranger Things too, but like there was that one where they did like her hanging with her other counterparts. It was like 11 and 7 and 6 and all that. So I think it's like 7. She signed it and it's on card and it says like hi XO. So it's a pretty dope card. And then the other card I got was like a patch that had like the snowball with like Dustin on it. So it was a wicked fun rip. I turned $300 into $80, sadly. Yeah. But the reason I got season 2 is there's no redemptions, and I knew I would rip it. So if I ever buy a season 1 box, which LZ has, then I'll just give it to LZ and he'll lock it in his house, and I won't touch it because I have a ripping problem, man. Like I really do. Everything's getting opened. Candy bar, I'm opening it. Pack of cards, I'm opening it. I think it's a huge opportunity, like pop culture stuff, man. Like, look at it. All right, this is a free TTM. I play guitar, right? I don't know if you guys like Nirvana.
Yeah,
I also changed Nirvana. Like, I grew up. So this is Nirvana's card from I think it's 1995. Chris Novoselic, he's the bass player. I had him sign a glow-in-the-dark guitar pick, and then I glued it to the card and sent it like this to PSA and had him slab it as guitar pick, which is so sick. So if I shut off the light, it glows in the dark. And like I love stuff like this, like awesome. Like Jimi Hendrix cards or like Stranger Things. Just diversify a little bit and have some fun. Like Stranger Things is like a GOAT TV show. You know?
It is.
Does that smell like
right here in Georgia? The season of Stranger Things where they did the mall scene.
Yeah, I love that season.
Okay, that mall was the mall I grew up in the 80s as a kid. It was Gwinnett Place Mall.
No way.
That was the mall. That mall is kind of closed down now, and they filmed Stranger Things all over Atlanta, and they filmed it right in the mall I grew up as a kid in the 80s. And I'm watching this and I'm going, oh my gosh, they're having this in the 80s on Stranger Things in the place that I grew up in the mall.
That's sick, man. Awesome. Starcourt, the Starcourt Mall. That shows
Mall,
awesome. Yeah. I mean, so this is my advice to the audience. I don't even, LZ's getting pissed that I'm spilling the beans about Stranger Things, but like, these cards are very limited run, especially the autograph cards and some of these actors. They're in a lull right now. You got to think of it as like the NBA offseason. Like Stranger Things is coming out next summer. So now is your chance in the next 6 to 10 months. You want to buy some Stranger Things stuff. It's going to skyrocket. when they're on all the Doritos bags and there's commercials every minute and whatever song they use and is bumping everywhere. And before that happens, that's when you make a move. They got sketch cards, cool stuff. Like we did a whole episode on pop culture cards on our channel, and it's like it's a thing, man. It really is. I mean, if you don't like it, then fine. But like I like it. I mean, we all watch shows, right?
Yeah. I'm a big Star Wars fan. So I was ripping some Star Wars Chrome the other day, and I love that stuff. I love all the different, especially some of the Disney Star Wars, the old, I grew up with the old school Star Wars, back
same.
in the 80s. And
you see Mark Hamill signing for $500?
No, he is not. Now that would be like
it's sold out in 3 minutes at $500. If you want the "May the Force be with you" inscription, that's another $700. So $1,200 to get him to sign Mark Hamill, "May the Force be with you" on the rookie card, on the rookie, that the blue bordered Luke Skywalker, 70s hair, rookie card. So yeah, it's crazy.
That'd be awesome. I still have some of my original Return of the Jedi cards, but those you can find they're like out there in the wild, pretty easy.
I got Goonies card. That's another set I'm working on, man. Goonies
cards. Oh,
I got a sealed box of Goonies cards, because I just love the show. I grew up with that movie. And then I'm trying to get the whole set signed. I'm pretty damn close. Chunk is really tough, man. He's a wealthy entertainment lawyer. He has a firm. I've sent FedEx. I've sent UPS. I've sent everything. It just gets bounced. I did find Kelly K. Kwan. He's really popular now. He won an Oscar, right? Small Fry, like from Indiana Jones. And then he's Data from the Goonies. Yeah. So I sent it to his house and he signed it, sent it back. It's crazy. I got wicked lucky on that one. It was awesome. But yeah, I don't know. Man. I got to do stuff like that or else I'll go crazy, because these sets, like this 69 autograph set, this sucks. It's really hard work. And it's fun to just take a break and do something fun,
Yeah, that's here with my channel. I love sports cards. But, the channel growth here on my channel has been from shorts, toy hunting, and some of the toy shorts I do. Now, there may be some stuff in there, y'all. I know probably it's not stuff I collect, but a lot of Star Wars, a lot of G.I. Joe, a lot of that stuff that I collected as a kid. And nice. I started the channel. It was going to be sports cards and collectibles, and then it was the boom of the sports card hobby. So I kind of went sports card. Now I'm kind of diversifying more of my collectibles, and the stuff I used to love, like comic books and Star Wars, and I love Stranger Things too, man. I just think that's one of the best shows.
Oh, it looks like dude, same. I'm a freaking geek, man. All right, what is my favorite TTM autograph return? Yeah. Oh, dude, I got a crazy story if you're up for it.
Go for it.
So there's a card. I wish I had it in front of me. There's a card in the 86 Fleer set. It's Steve Johnson, okay? It is not Steve Johnson's picture on the front of the card. The picture is Dave Greenwood. And Steve Johnson has been bullshit about that for 40 years or whatever, 38 years. He does not sign that card. He signed like 4 of them, probably by accident, right? So I got a whole story on this on our YouTube channel, like how I pulled it off. But the 90-second version, I tried him like 7 times, his work, his home, whatever. And I emailed him, and then I took like a break. I'm like, I did some research, and I found out, his granddaughter was going through some health stuff. And I said, F it. Like, hey, Steve, I don't even care about the autograph anymore. I learned about your granddaughter. Like, let me just help you out. Like, I'll make some kind of donation or something like that. And he emailed me the next day. He's like, I'll sign your card. And he sent me a picture of his granddaughter, and I got the card signed. And I was like, holy crap. And that was the most difficult one. So I think that's probably my favorite. I've had some like Hail Marys, like Billy Cunningham from the 1969 set. He never signs. That's like $1,000 card. He signed it for free for me just because I did some research on him and called him the Kangaroo Kid and all this stuff. And that's another one that really stands out.
Have you ever done Shaq before?
Yeah, so all of Shaq's stuff is secretarial.
You think that is?
No, I don't think it is.
Oh, it is?
It is literally like, just rip it up. It's a secretary. Yeah. He does paid signings, so he's obviously not going to sign 500 cards a day for free.
Yeah,
But
there's a debate I've heard. I've got them back, and I've heard some people say legit, and then I've heard a lot of people say that was through a secretary.
Yeah, they're not. It's sad, man. It's sad,
Yeah.
but it's like I thought at first. I was like, "Wow, this is amazing! This is the best return
Mhm.
ever." I'm trying to think of another big one. Panarin, he's the Rangers player for hockey. I
Mhm.
got him. I don't think anybody's ever gotten him for TTM. He signed my cards in gold, and I gave him to my buddy who likes hockey cards, cousin Eddie, who's on the pod sometimes. So yeah, no, it's cool. Those are some of the big ones I've done. Oh no, I got another cool one. Jerry Seinfeld. Jerry Seinfeld was
Really?
a TTM.
Was he free, or what was the fee on Jerry Seinfeld?
It was free, man. You know what I did?
Free?
Yeah.
What?
So, he was on tour last year at this time, and so I don't know if you guys know this, but you can time it perfectly where you get the card at the venue like 3 days before the show.
Mhm.
You address it to the Jerry Seinfeld at whatever hall on Elm Street in Georgia, right? And boom, and you put a return thing, and I got it back. I tried him twice. I got a card signed. Then I sent him a Junior Mints box, the Seinfeld one. I tried to get him to sign that, but I missed him on that one. I was so pissed, man. I would have framed that for my office.
That was good. Iconic.
So yeah, I got Seinfeld for free. Just following venues. You can get performers that way too, like Post Malone or even Taylor Swift, stuff like that. Just follow their venues and send stuff there.
Wow, that's a great tip, y'all. Look, I know I have a lot of friends here that love TTM, and I like TTM, and I haven't done many videos lately on it, but that's a great tip. Try doing that. Send it to the venue before they perform, and maybe you can get that return, man. I mean,
yeah, it's fun. You go out to your mailbox, and it's like Christmas, man. Wow, what did I get? You open it up, it's like exciting, and it's worth money.
I couldn't wait when I got returns back. Like when I saw that return in the mail, I was like, "Oh, who could this be?" And I got ready. It's almost. I hunt for retail sports cards. It's kind of like hitting a sports card restock. It's like an adrenaline rush for me. when I hit a sports card restock, it's kind of like when I get a TTM in the mail.
I love it. It's like opening a pack. It's the same idea. Opening the mailbox, opening a pack. It's a mystery.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. All right. Well, Nick, I'm going to rip some packs here. If that's okay with you.
Yeah, let's do it.
It's 3-pack Thursday, y'all. So I'm going to look.
3-pack Thursday.
Y'all didn't see this, but before tonight's stream, like right when Nick pops on tonight, my whole backdrop of my stage collapsed on top of me. So Nick comes join me. I'm sure he's like, "What the heck? Who is this guy?" The whole stage is on top of me. I'm like, "Hey, Nick." So that's why I got the backdrop. So when I'm gonna drop the backdrop here, y'all, and we're gonna rip some packs. And I got some special mail here from Nick. I'm really, really honored he sent me this tonight. And let me show y'all here. Here it is. There's my backdrop. Look at there, y'all. Look, see, it's Back Sports Card Studio with nothing behind.
I got to witness it falling on him as I joined the stream earlier.
Other day you were talking on your stream about Monopoly Prism.
You
talking the other day about that? I was thinking about that when I set up there today. There's Monopoly Prism. Nice. I usually keep all the blasters and hangers that are ripped back here in the back of me, but tonight we're going to rip 3 packs tonight. Pound do it for Dale, y'all. Enter that in the chat. And we got some hoops. Let's see. That's going to be last. We're going to win me. We got some Donruss, and we're going to win be hunting right here. I got this. All these packs were $1 at the Family Dollar this week. Well,
Family Dollar. I never even thought of that. Wow. That's a good idea.
Thought it.
All right.
Family Dollar is where it's at, y'all. So if you go in there on Saturdays, they have a $5 off. Also, Nick, you may not know this, but I'm the cheapest man on YouTube, and I use a lot of coupons. So if you go on Saturday to Family Dollar, use a $5 off $25 coupon, you can get 25 of these packs for $20.
Dude, I love it, man. I love it. You're like the the old mom's coupon clipping. We're coupon clipping for cards and stuff.
Oh man, I'm big in coupons, man.
I got no shame with that either, man.
I
got no problem using coupons. No problem at all.
Any way you can say these days and time. So we're gonna first open this Donruss right here. We got look at that. There's Luca on the cover right there. He might be getting swept by your boss.
Luca's getting smacked tomorrow, man. He's getting smacked.
All right, so here we go. We're gonna have Malik Beasley's gonna be our first card right here, and sorry about the camera work. We got Sabine Lee right here for Detroit. Camera work. Let me see if and then usually I have my studio, and then we have Lugens Dort of the Thunder. Shout out Brian Basketball. I know he loves his Oklahoma City Thunder. I don't see him in the chat tonight. And then we have Danny Green of the 76ers. And then our yellow, these are the special parallel. We have Daniel Gafford of the Washington Wizards.
Daniel Gafford, he's on the Mavs right now.
Oh, he's on the Mavs now. There you go.
Yeah. He's about to get stomped tomorrow.
About to get stomped tomorrow, y'all. There he is in his yellow parallel.
We are getting the broomstick out tomorrow, baby.
There you go. All right, so here we go, hoops. Now, I wanted to rip hoops. I was going to go to the Family Dollar and get just all hoops tonight because, hoops is a classic. It goes back probably, Nick, your childhood and my childhood as well. Hoops was big when we were kids. And we're going to rip some hoops tonight.
Excellent.
All right. Markelle Fultz for the Orlando Magic. Man, Orlando had a great season this year. I think Paolo Banchero is going to be
that dude was drafted. That dude was drafted ahead of Tatum, my friend.
Yeah. He was in the first round there, right?
Number one.
Number one, yeah.
Philly traded their number 3 pick to us. We had the number 1 pick, and Philly took him, and we took Tatum, and Lonzo Ball was second.
That's awesome. Oh, here's my friend Spontex Sith in the house. Yozex. Hey, Sith, how you doing, man? Sith's one of my friends. He's from Hollywood, California, out there in California. His channel's huge. Nick, he's almost at I think he's getting close to almost 200,000 subscribers.
Holy crap! Nice job, dude. Yeah. Nice job.
Next couple of weeks, he's going to be getting.
We're at like 800. We're trying so hard to get to 1,000 on the YouTube. The pod is booming. The audio pod's great. We just cared about YouTube like 2 months ago, and we're trying to get to 1,000. Sports Card Madness.
You're gonna get there. So like, I told Nick next week he'll be at 1K. He deserves. And y'all are not subscribed to Nick and Sports Card Madness and LZ. Go in the description below, y'all. Give him a sub. Let's help him. Any of y'all not subscribed, y'all? I'm telling you,
I'll make it worth your while. I'll send you a card or a pack.
Y'all, I've been binge watching this channel for the last couple of weeks on YouTube because I've listened to the podcast a lot and I've watched some of their channel, but I haven't watched all their videos. And I've been binge watching every morning. I get up, I've been watching their videos and at night. And I'm telling you, man, they're bringing the great content they have from their podcast over here to YouTube, and it's must-see TV, and it's very informative, y'all. I'm telling you, you learn something every day on their channel. It's really awesome.
Man. All right.
Jeremiah Grant right there for Detroit. Shout out Budget Rips. Mason Plumlee of Will Vogg's the Charlotte Hornets. And then here we go. We got Josh Christopher of the Rockets. So that's a rookie card. And then we have Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves in the yellow. I wish it was Ant-Man. That's my boy from Georgia, but we'll take that. All right. And then here we go with our last one.
I got to rock the Boston hat. My handle on Instagram is Boston Card Hunter, so I got to represent. This playoff shirt is 6 years old with the Celtics, but it's good luck. Just keeping it going, man.
And don't forget on Instagram, Nick is on there, and also Autograph Stalker is LZ's on Instagram as well.
Yeah, my brother-in-law. He wanted to join. He's got COVID though. It sucks. The other half of the pod.
There we go. We start with Stephen Curry right there, man. That's a good start right there. That's our best card of the night right there. Stephen Curry right there. And then we have our next card is Seth Curry. Oh my gosh, we got Steph and Seth right here in the same pack. That's crazy.
That's so funny.
Caleb Martin. That is. That's great. And then here's our rookie Jalen Wilson right there. And look at here. We got a yellow rated rookie. I'll tell you this. The yellows are the rare ones. This is Emoni Bates of the Cavaliers. I don't know who he is, but it's a yellow rated rookie. That's pretty good when you can get a yellow rated rookie. If you get a yellow Wemby, man, that's got some good value to it. So nice. I'll take the rookie yellow right there. That's a good pack. I'll say that was the best pack of all. And you know what? How I got this pack? I took the quarters from the seat of my truck and I bought it with it. So did I lose any money? Oh, who knows what happened to those quarters? So here's some sports cards with it. That's pretty awesome. So there's our 3-pack. That'll do it for Dale, y'all. Thank you, sis. Thank you everybody here in the chat. Spontic says he loves seeing Roger Clemens, Wade Boggs Red Sox hat. Hey, there's my birthday buddy, Wade Boggs, man. One of my favorites.
It's a trucker hat, though. It's not like the old school Boston hat, but it's nice.
All right. So I got this awesome thing from Nick. Now, let me tell you, I get up early in the morning before I go out to work, and I watch on YouTube, and Nick dropped a video. It's a giveaway video where he ripped a whole box of 1990 Fleer. And I was like the first one to watch it. And I was like, oh, I'm going to comment. He said, you comment here, you get a free card. And there was a lot of cool cards. You ripped a lot of good stuff out there. The MJ,
that was a good box.
MJ base. But you know what? I had to get this card. I was like, oh, I got to put my name in. And I won. Super thank you, Nick. And here it is right here. It's 1990 Fleer, Michael Jordan, the GOAT. Y'all see it here on the cover, a thumbnail. Thank you, Nick.
That one's good. So that one's got a shot at a 10, which is a couple $100 if you can 10 it.
Yeah.
If you 9 it, it's probably $50. But it's really good. Like it's that was the good one.
Looks good.
That was a fun rookie.
Thank you so much for this card. This is a card I did not have in my collection. And I really appreciate this. I love my
get it graded, man. Yeah, all good. I love it. We do giveaways like that all the time. Like we're gonna up our game to like do more stuff like that.
There he is, right there. There's this card. Oh, look, he sent me. Oh, look, I got 3 cards. I have to put this in my back.
Give them out, man. Give them out.
There you go. Enjoy their podcast. See if I get you. There's LZ and there's Nick, y'all. Check them out on the podcast and here on YouTube. Get them to 1K, man. Channels in the description below. There's their Instagram.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'd say every day we have about 50 or 60 hours watched on our channel just because, like, it's like you can learn something. It's not just the podcast is Tuesday and Friday, but we're putting out stuff like every day. Just how to do this, how to do that, how to game this, what kind of flips work, how to make money in sports cards. Some good ideas. Like one hot thing right now nobody's thinking about is movie ticket stubs.
Yes, I thought that was your number one thing to go out and collect.
That's the number one growing category for PSA right now is graded movie ticket stubs. You can get Star Wars OG like movie ticket stubs, a couple $100 on eBay and grade those things. You can get it signed by like Mark Hamill or whatever. Huge opportunity because everybody threw them out. The supply is limited, so it's something to go after for sure.
Thank you so much for the card, man. That is absolute fire, man. I really appreciate it.
Definitely. Got any Ray Bork's? Ray Bork's my boy. He had to leave us to get a championship, but it's all good. Ray Bork forever, man. I love Ray Bork.
I love Ray Bork as a kid.
I don't have much. I don't have much hockey stuff. My buddy's a huge hockey guy. I have a few things, but not a ton. Not a ton.
Would you say, and watching your podcast and on the YouTube, listening to your podcast and watching YouTube, it looks like your favorite sport is basketball. But do you love baseball too? And are you a New England Patriots fan? Were you? Yeah,
I'm a big Pats fan. My LZ's had season tickets there for 30 years. We have Celtics season tickets. Red Sox are cool, but once you're like 44, like me, it's like a lot of effort to go to a game and like sit there for 3 hours. And getting into Boston is not fun. I got kids. I don't have time for like a baseball team. Basketball is like bang,
bang, Nick. I got 2 kids myself. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, and football, it's better on TV than being there, to be honest. So but yeah, no, I like basketball is my jam. I love that. That's kind of my number one. I dig I like baseball and football too. I like them all. I just I don't really think about hockey too much, it's just and I don't really collect as much football, but I do have some like Brady. I got Brady stuff. I got a signed Brady helmet up there.
Here, I'll put you on the big screen. You want me to put you on the big screen? You want to show it here?
Yeah, go ahead. That's signed by Brady.
There you go. I can see it.
Yeah, that's an 86 Fleer box. Then you got Brady's helmet. That ball was signed by the entire Celtics team. Just some cool stuff back there.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, so I got some Brady stuff like that, but it's more like memorabilia. There's a Scarface poster signed by Pacino and the whole cast behind it. Great movie. Great family movie, Scarface.
Awesome. Awesome, man. That was awesome. We got a little we got a sneak preview in Nick's sports memorabilia collection back there. That's awesome. That's awesome, man. I'm
man.
telling you, Nick has brought the firing cards tonight. Nick, you want to show everybody? We got some new people that jumped on here. You want to show them that Michael Jordan you had
we'll
one more time? I'm gonna put you on the big screen so everybody can see
let's
it.
do this.
So I don't think everybody got to see it the first time. Now,
Let's
y'all, Michael, this is iconic, y'all. Look at all this fire he brought.
All right, so this is Pistol Pete. There's 9
of them. He's in Atlanta. Look, it's Atlanta down there at the bottom of it.
Yeah, man. I mean,
ATL, baby.
This is his rookie card. Probably a $20,000, $25,000 card. It's pretty sick. Like, it's rare. He died in his 40s. He did not sign many of these, so wicked rare card. Then we got, you want some 86 Fleer. We got the MJ rookies signed. So we got the base right here. That's
okay.
Signed,
can I ask you a couple questions about these autos? Did you bought these, right? They were already signed. Were they already graded?
So this one was raw. I got it from a guy who got him in person in 1988 for $8,500. Obviously it's worth 50 grand now, slabbed. Yes. This I bought with a JSA sticker, the sticker. I took a gamble on it, and then PSA passed it, so it's worth 3 times the price. These are opportunities I'm talking about. I bought this at auction for like $5,500 because it only had a JSA sticker. And now that it's slab PSA, it's like 12 grand all day. So you print 7 grand out of thin air, literally just by taking a gamble and paying a grading fee, you know? Wow. Let's see what else we got. Scoring leaders. I love this one. It's signed by Bird, Dr. J, Magic. It's a 510, 1980 tops. I recommend everybody gets this card signed while these guys are still willingly signing and alive. You just can't take it for granted, man. Like, we just lost Bill Walton, Jerry West, and one other guy, Chet the Jet. I forget the last name. So I mean, you just never know. Like, when these Hall of Famers stop signing, if they're signing, go get it. We got the Boston stuff here. We got Bill Russell. These are his 2 big cards. So 1957 tops autographed. We got the 61 Fleer autographed. Huge cards. Again, this is an opportunity. This is a blue flip label. I submitted it, got it graded. Now it's worth double. So just look for those blue flip labels where they didn't grade the card, and get it done. This is another set. I'm 3 away for the fully autographed 1969 Tall Boy set. This is a Wilt Chamberlain autographed 1960. This is a really tough card to come by. And then I was sharing pop culture stuff. I'm a huge grunge guy. Grew up in the 90s, right? So this is Nirvana. This is the bass player. I had him sign a glow-in-the-dark guitar pick. I'm a guitar player. And I glued it to the card and have him slab it like this, so they put guitar pick on it. So it's just sick. Like, I love it. I want to get more music stuff like Hendrix or the Beatles, and I want to get like more pop culture and Stranger Things. But I mean, out of all these cards, my favorite one is definitely,
I love that,
the MJ, because this finished my set. Like, I had the whole set autographed except for this damn card. And I took a gamble. I flew to Chicago on a day trip with a backpack of cash. Sat there, talked to his wife at a restaurant for a while, exchanged cash in front of his wife. It was so awkward. And, now I got the card, and it's just, I mean, it'll go to my son. I'm never going to sell it. Yeah. Barry, the 69s that I need. So I got 3 left. Guy Rogers, Bill Bridges, and Flynn Robinson. Those are the 3 left. I have cuts of Guy Rogers and Bill Bridges, so I cut programs and glued like the auto to it. But that doesn't count. The 69 set, that has pissed me off so much that I will probably sell it when I'm done. I am not enjoying putting that together. But man, it's exactly like flying out to get a Rolex. It was a fun trip, man. I was exhausted by the end of it, but I had an MJ and I submitted it to Beckett. You know how much it costs to get that card graded?
How much?
Unbelievable. If you go to PSA, I didn't go to PSA because they're failing everything right now. You guys should watch my latest video on YouTube
about the autographs. Yeah,
PSA's failing everything right now. So I went to Beckett because I knew they would pass it. $1,200 at Beckett. If I went to PSA, it would have been $2,500 just to grade the MJ, just for a grader to look at it for 5 seconds. They don't treat them special like any other card. It's crazy. So that was
I'm thinking about submitting I have 2 86 Fleer Jordans, and I have the sticker. I have 2 87 Fleer, and I have 4 87 stickers. Now, one of my 87 stickers has a gum stain on the back of it, so I'm never submitting that thing because it's horrible.
No, you can get that is microfiber or pantyhose. We'll get that
Okay.
off.
I need
Very
to try to get
gentle,
that off.
circular motion.
And get it in there and get it all.
It's
I need
not
to do
very
that.
hard at all. You can clean it. You can clean it pretty easy.
I need to do that because my 86 ones, I'm not going to say they're in great shape, but I wanted to just submit them just so that, you know, I have two children. So when I die one day, one can get one and one can get the other, you know? So I've been trying to save up, but I've heard like all kinds of different prices on what it would cost to grade those.
Well, it depends on what you do. If you do a bulk grade, if they're doing like a national special, right? You get all kinds of like deals. You just watch out for the prices. Sports card and things. If graders and collectors can't tell the difference between a 9 and a 10, why grade? You know, man, it's a great question. I think of grading like music. That version of a song you hear was how that song sounded on the 57th take that day on the album. Every other time you hear it on a concert or when they were practicing, it's going to sound different. It's kind of like with graders, like they're going to they might change their mind just because they ate a bad lunch or, you know, they had problems with their wife or somebody yelled at them before they graded your card or they graded a bunch of 10s before your card. So, I mean, the only way you fix it is either having a committee approach. Like JSA has a scoring system, just a yes, no stuff. That's one way to do it. You tally. You can't really do that. We had an episode with an ex-Beckett grader. He had to do it anonymously. He told us he spent about 90 seconds per card. Oh no, 30 seconds per card. You just can't, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Like you're just not going to do a great job. So man, the answer to your question is you grade because of the money. It's the gamble. So if you get that 10, it's worth more. So we continue to take that gamble. That's why. If the 10 wasn't worth 10 times the 9, nobody would do it. But it is. And we've done that. That's us, you know? It's wild.
Nick, I got a question for you. How long have you been collecting and did you take a break? Like a lot of us got back in during COVID years. Have you been doing this all your life or did this like a lot of, you know, for me, I grew up as a kid collecting in college years and early 20s, 30s, I got out of it. But then about 2018, 19, I started to get back in. I had kept all my collection as a kid, but I was interested to know how that went for you.
Yeah, I did collect as a kid, but it was all junk wax, garbage, right? But it was fun. And I had a 5th grade teacher. How cool is this teacher? He's a huge sports guy. And our assignment in 5th grade was to write a letter to the local team and try to get somebody's autograph. And cool. Not just a local team, but like Ken Griffey and Ryan Sandberg and Dale Murphy and just
Dale, baby.
Right. I wrote to Dale. So like all those like 80s those 80s guys. So we did that. And I didn't know it was even called TTM. We just did it for a grade and it was so fun, man. I was starting to do it with basketball. I got like Karl Malone, TTM. Oh, wow. I got Allen Iverson. And then I took a break, just college, busy kids. And all my crap was in the attic, right? I got into it before COVID, though. It was like 2019. I started really 2018, 19. I started getting really back into the Celtics. I bought season tickets. Finally, you start to do better in life as you get older and have more money to do fun things. And so we got season tickets. Me and my brother-in-law went all the time. And I wanted their cards. Like I wanted JB's rookie card and I wanted Tatum's rookie card. I wanted to get I got a Tatum jersey on the wall. I wanted to get that signed. So I started getting into that. And then I had a son too. He was born in 2014. So he was 6, so he started to get into this type of stuff. And then COVID hit and we're like, shit, man, we're bored. I started digging the stuff out and having a good time. And so then I did that. And then me and my brother-in-law bored the crap out of our families at barbecues. And finally, our wives, who are sisters, they said, just hit record. Just go away and hit record. Get away from us. So we started to, we hit record. And we started I think, it was August. And now the audio podcast is top 50 in the US for hobbies. And It's blowing up, and now that we care about the YouTube channel, that's blowing up too. So it's been a fun ride. Like this collecting thing, I'm not gonna lie. Like I love sports and I love watching my Celtics, but I almost collect these as a different asset class. Like we had a professional financial advisor come on our
Yeah,
podcast.
I saw him.
He's my financial advisor, and he said, Nick, I
Wow.
want you to put like 2 to 3% of your assets in collectibles. Well, I'm not a big watch guy. I don't like art. And I started thinking like, well, what am I going to get here? And I was like, well, cards, man. Like I'm going to get like iconic stuff. Like, you know, a 52 mantle. I'll get one of those at some point. Just really, you know, nice things. And then I almost look at this as like diversifying my portfolio just into other things that move differently than stocks and bonds.
Yeah, I'm like that too. I own farm, you know, I own land, I had stocks and sports cards, and it's good to diversify, you know, not have everything in one. I guess in the early 2000s, you saw where people had like stocks in like one business and they would all collapse, and you'd be like, oh,
well, keep aware of this modern stuff.
Like, oh gosh, you know. So I like learned at that age, but I was like right when I got out of college, I was like, oh, I need to make sure I diversify. I don't get.
There's something in common. I mean, this is probably $100,000 worth of cards, right? There's something in common with all of these cards. They're scarce. They weren't overprinted. They're autographed to make them even more scarce, and so they're actually like something rare that you can own, and they can't just print 5,000 of them. Just keep that in mind when you're collecting. You might not be able to get this exact thing, but get some other players from the 86 Fleer set for free, like Robert Parrish. Literally, go buy his rookie card for $25. He's a Hall of Famer. Send it to his house. He'll sign it. Boom. You have an NBA top 50 player signed rookie card, all in with postage, probably costs you $30.
You know somebody, I don't know if you watch NASCAR, but Richard Petty, one of my favorite TTMs is Richard Petty. He sent me, I sent him 2 cards, and he sent them back signed in gold. Imagine if you got Richard Petty's rookie card, which I don't know what that is, but
he has the best signature ever.
Oh,
he did an interview. He signs everything. It's
everything.
Just like it's just common sense. Like go out there and get your stuff signed. You know.
And he's the king of NASCAR. Like he is the king, man. And he's 89, 90. Look, there aren't going to be many more years of Richard Petty around. I mean, at 90 years old. So that's why I like sitting him. That's like some of my favorite TTMs in my collection. I'm down here in the South. You know, we love our NASCAR. So I mean, it's big down here. So I was really honored to have. That was one of my favorite returns as well. But I love Robert Parrish. That was one of my favorites because I grew up as a kid, you know, watching Robert Parrish and Larry Bird and Danny Ainge, and those 80s Celtics were unbelievable. So that was really cool.
Petty is the GOAT of TTM. That is for sure.
Yeah.
Jeff Gordon. I forget about Jeff Gordon.
Yeah.
Didn't Jeff Gordon have that like hot religious wife back in the 90s?
I met her one time. I was at Charlotte Motor Speedway in Brooke Gordon, and I was down in the pits at a race, and she had
liked her a lot in high school, man. I was like, woo.
Dude, she had this entourage of all these people around her. Like we're down the pits, and then all of a sudden this honor all these people, and she goes by, and my friend who got me tickets to go down the pits, he's like, yeah, that's Brooke Gordon right there. And I was like, oh. She had all the there's random rips in the house. There's Kevin coming to us from South
Somebody's
Georgia.
Asking for the Petty address. Let me see if I can get the link here.
You can get down on sportscardforum.net for free.
Yeah. So sportscardforum.com. Go to TTM Manager. Go to racing and type in Petty. Boom, you get his address. He'll sign it in like a week.
They'll have the top returners too. And and you go down and you can go by sport, you can go by like non-sports, and you know, go down that list. And that's how I found a lot of the ones that I have through that. I need to get back into it. You know, the thing is, I used to do a lot of TTMs here on the channel, but then I started retail sports card hunting. I get in this toy hunting stuff. I got too much into other stuff, so I need to get back into it as well. Man, this has been an awesome stream tonight, Nick, and I really appreciate you stopping by, man. This has been awesome. Can I ask a couple more questions about your podcast and some of the guests you had on?
Yeah, let's do a couple more, and then I got to run. My son's bugging me to hang out with him, so we'll do a couple more questions.
You had a couple different guests on your channel. One of them, you were talking about Pokemon cards. That was a really great podcast. I really enjoyed that. And man, she was talking about this like dream box she opened of every card was a hit. That was really cool. I enjoyed listening to that one.
Yeah, it was
And
a
there was,
total glitch. Everything was like it would be like us opening a box and every card was autographed. It would be like that.
Yeah, oh, that was like a monster box. And then I really enjoyed your podcast on the man who is the retired veteran who was in Afghanistan.
Oh
and he would
yeah,
hit
Alex,
cards
man,
in
he ripped
Afghanistan.
cards. It was like stress relief, and it was faster. He was in Afghanistan, and he could get cards faster in Afghanistan than like if he was in like California. They had a FedEx, like whatever it's called, not booth, but like a depot type of thing near the base camp, and he'd go on blowout forums and he'd buy and sell cards and just drop it right off of FedEx in Afghanistan, right on the plane to the U.S.
He was talking on there. He got quicker than people in California did.
Yeah, yeah, he did.
Yeah, it's wild, man. Amazed by that. I was like, wow,
it's wild. Yeah, and Pokemon's huge, dude. Don't sleep on Pokemon. You talk to any hobby shop, they're like, dude, Pokemon's like 70% of my business. And Charizard, that dude is the GOAT. Like, he'll never get hurt. He'll never retire. He'll never die. He'll never, get in trouble with the law. He's the GOAT. Like, he's untouchable. So, I have some Pokemon stuff. I do.
And when I ask my kids about sports cards, they're like, eh. When I ask them about Pokemon cards, they're like, oh, man, let's go rip some. Can we rip some tonight on your channel, Zach? I mean, the youth really love it. Like, I was like, my kids, they're asking me every week if they can come jump here on the live stream and rip some. So, the future is bright on that because the youth of America are ripping into that. They love those cards as well.
Diversify. I do not have a Reggie Lewis autograph. That's sad, man. I watched that game too. I remember I was like 10 years old. That's just crazy. Len Bias too. Like, we've had a lot of tragedy. That's why we deserve the championship tomorrow, man. Nice, easy sweep, baby. Come on.
What are you going to do to celebrate? Are you going to be watching the game at the house? Are you going to celebrate?
Well, LZ's got tickets. He went to game 1 and he's got tickets to game 5. So he's conflicted. He's like, well, if they lose, they could close it out and I'll be at game 5. But if they sweep, they win. I think he wants them to sweep. We all want them to just win, right? But I'll be watching at the house. My son having a good time.
That's awesome. Well, I guess we'll kind of close it here. I really appreciate Nick. Nick's usually on his podcast screens are like 10, 20 minutes. And here I've taken him an hour. So thank you, Nick, for taking all the time.
Oh, yeah, dude. It's all good. This has been a blast. Anybody that wants to hit me up, I'm on Instagram as Boston Card Hunter. I'm an open book. I'll tell you anything. I know everybody. I know how to find stuff. I'm a guy who can find things, and for our YouTube channel, we're really upping our game. We're cruising along. We've got a lot of how-tos on there, how I built sets, how I found expensive cards for cheap. That's Sports Card Madness on YouTube. The audio pod is everywhere. We drop episodes on Tuesday and Fridays. Tuesdays, an educational, like 8-minute episode on like a topic. And then Fridays with somebody like Nat Turner from PSA or Rick Probstein, or then we do special episodes. So this Sunday, we got Marshall Fogel. It's a 3-part episode. He owns the $25 million PSA 10 1952 Topps Mickey Mantle. And we got him for like an hour, and we split it up into 3 parts. So look for that on Sunday. Great episode.
Awesome. And I can't wait till you get to 1K, man.
We're close, dude. We're close. I'm psyched. Thanks for everybody who signed up. I saw like a few people sign up while I was watching the stream. So
great.
Yeah,
Sports we're cruising. Feature in the house. Let me give a couple of shout outs to the guys that stopped by. Sensei Domino stopped by. Hey, Sensei Dots Cards. He was here on the channel a couple of weeks ago. And Random Rip. Sorry, guys. Sorry there, Nick. I apologize. I'd like to shout everybody here.
I love having this. Is fun. This is my first live, everybody. I don't even know how to get live.
He's doing awesome, man. He's killing it.
I have this like complicated podcast everywhere, and I run it. I haven't figured out. I'm a Zoom guy, so I don't know how to do it. So it's cool to join somebody else's. He did all the hard work.
Yeah, man. I'd like to have you back, Nick. Maybe next LZ can come on here, and we'll have you back.
Yeah, anytime. Like I said, LZ was going to be here, but COVID wiped him out, so I'm representing.
Get you. Well, thank you so much, y'all. Thank you so much for stopping by tonight. Don't forget Saturday nights or for Spine Ticks. They have a train of all of my YouTube friends that come on here Saturday night on YouTube, ripping sports card packs, talking about collectibles and comics. Check them out. Also, tomorrow night is Aloha Friday on sports cards and things. Go check him out. And Random Rips. And then Sensei Domino and the post show on Saturday night. Y'all go sub up Nick and LZ here in the description below. Sports Card Madness, man. It's been an honor. Like, there's some special nights here on Zach Sports Cards and Collectibles, and this is one of those nights. I'm so honored to have Nick, one of the great collectors here, one of the great people in
this
hobby.
is so fun. I really like talking to people. Like I see the comment, and they like, your Boston accent's great. My Boston accent isn't even that bad. Like, my wife, oh my, forget it. We don't eat yogurt. It's yogurt. And like those submarine sandwiches you eat, those are grinders. The things you sprinkle on ice cream, those are Jimmy's. And we drink those things at school. You drink water, like the things you drink water out of. Those are bubblers. Those are not water fountains. So weird. What can I say?
I love it. This is awesome, man. Look at this, man. We have people. Nick was talking about this. This is what I love about YouTube, man. There are people from all over this country. Sports car revving teacher is from Chicago, man. He works at Cubs games. At the games, sometimes selling concessions there at the games and working at the Cubs games. We have awesome. Barry from Alabama, Swag from Colorado, Sits from Hollywood. We got Rand Rips from South Georgia. We got me from North Georgia. You got Aaron from Hawaii, man. I mean, you got people from all over this country, and we all come here together here on YouTube, and that's pretty awesome. And this has been an honor to have Nick here with me, and I got all these questions to ask him because he's been here so long. I've been watching his channel so long, so I'm super honored to have him here. But y'all, I'll let him go. He's got to get with his family. But thank you, Nick, so much, y'all. Don't forget likes.
Guys, this is a blast. This is a blast. Stay in touch.
Thank y'all. And then Nick, if you stay around here a few more minutes after this, and I'll close up.
Yeah.
Thank y'all guys. And I always say Zach out, y'all. Zach out. I'll see y'all next Thursday. I'm gonna have a special. I'm gonna rip a whole blaster next week, y'all. Y'all come tune in. My birthday's this week, so we're gonna have a birthday celebration next week. So y'all come join. We're gonna rip a whole bunch of packs to celebrate. So I'll see y'all next week. Maybe we'll have a special guest. Who knows? Who knows what happens next week? It's gonna be awesome. All right. Zach out. See y'all. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate you taking